welcome to the. Let me sit up a bit, don't I? Welcome to the Barrow AFC Q&A. That's a bit better. Maybe you can see me a bit much now. But I can't let call it this pass without just saying, leaving a lot on the Barrow versus AFC Wimbledon game. We lost on penalties, so we didn't lose a game. We lost a penalty shootout. We only won one this season, and that was against Leeds United under 21s. We've lost 3: Derby County, Blackpool, and now AFC Wimbledon. I've heard rumours that Scott Quigley isn't happy at Barrow. If that is true, it's very sad, but I wouldn't keep a player who isn't happy. You know, he's missing his best mate, John Rooney, apparently. Right, so on with the Q&A. If I was stuck on a desert island, I could take 3 things. That's from John Oldfield. It would be provisions, Gilly, my family, and Barrow AC programmes. I'd have to read some of that. Question 2. What was his first game? Well, that was Barrow against Brentford in 1967. Barrow won 1-0. That's from Jamie. I was 3 years old going on 4. My dad had took me, and I remember at one point, the only memory I have of the game, actually, even though Barrow won and got promoted and my dad left me in the stand, was turning around to my dad part way through one of the halves, I don't know which one it was, and going, "Dad, can you turn over and see what's on the other side?" When I was 8, I went, in our final season of Football League, I went to see Barrow versus Chester at Olker Street. Barrow won 2-0 with goals from Eddie Garbutt penalty and Mick Hollis. And I remember before the game, me and my dad had made a day of it. We went to my Aunt Betty's and Uncle Joe, and Uncle Joe said he'd come to football with us. He got as far as the Duke of Edinburgh. He said, "I'm not going to watch that rubbish." We went into the Duke of Edinburgh. Now, we lived in Ulverston at the time, and on the way back, we got to the bottom of Olker Street with the junction with Abbey Road, and we heard a voice from Duke of Edinburgh. "Hey, Bob." Uncle Joe, drunk as a skunk. He goes, "What was the final score? I'll have to tell our Betty." Question 3. If there's one Prime Minister alive or dead, what pint would they get? Well, seeing I don't drink alcohol, it'd be orange and water, and the Prime Minister would be Winston Churchill. And that question is from Corey Milby. There was a question about animals. Well, I don't fight animals. You know, I like animals. You know, dogs, cats, horses, ducks, you name them, I like them. You know, in the right way, so no bloody weird remarks on that. Lee Bracewell Richards, question: what's his favourite Chinese and where does he get it from? Well, it's special chow mein, and I get it from Scotland, where I live. You know, the Hungry House in Scotland. Chris Banks, what football team do you support? Well, let's see. Since, on a regular basis, since the early 1970s, it's been Barrow AFC. But living in Scotland, before COVID came around, I was going to watch Edinburgh City, keeping up to date with the Barrow scores, and about twice a year come down to watch a Barrow game. But still get the programme sent to me and stuff like that, you know, pay for them. Right, Sam Smith Humphries, if he was a woman for one day, what would he do? Well, I'd have a shave, basically, first, because I don't want to be appearing in the musical The Greatest Showman as a bearded lady. Question 8 from Lee Burton. Would Debenhams thrive as an online store? Well, everything else does, so I'd say yes. Sorry, this is shaking a bit because I'm actually holding it with one hand and turning the pages with the questions on with the other. Right, question 9 from Corey Milby. Has he backed any horses for Cheltenham? Well, I don't bet. I only have a foot on the Grand National, so the answer to that's no. Question 10 from Sam Humphrey again, Sam Smith Humphrey. If he won the lottery, would he buy into the club and would he sack the tea lady? I wouldn't sack the tea lady as long as she changed the tea to coffee. And yes, I would, but I wouldn't tell him how to spend it. It'd be up to them. Another one from Corey. What's his favourite discontinued crisps? Salt and shake. Oh, I loved salt and shake. You have a little blue bag. You chuck the crisps for ages. Lee again. What's his favourite word beginning with a letter Q? Well, something which Barrow, unfortunately, are not showing at the moment. Quality. Quality. James Reed. What do I want from Santa? What a hint clothed. I want this terrible illness to be gone. I've lost the auntie and uncle to it. And I thought I was going to lose my stepson to it, my son to it. You know, I thought he had it, but luckily the test came back negative. The next one from Corey. Sorry about almonds and that, but I don't like mayonnaise, so, you know. Jason Middleton, what's his 3 favourite away days? Well, Kidderminster when we won 2-1 to stay in the conference, but we were booted out. Boston United away when we won 5-3, and Runcorn away when we won 1-0. And that was the season we got promoted, and that's one of my favourite ones because I actually got to write the note to that one for the programme. Pineapple on a pizza from Jason, and it is a definite yes. Gary Artle, where's my favourite place to stand? It was always a disabled bay. It was the old one, not the new one. Then I went to stand behind the goals, and now you can't do that either. Lee Burton again, new roof or old roof? The old roof. Every time. The old roof on the popular side, I loved that. The old roof. The old stand, that was great, but unfortunately that had to go in a wooden stand. Gary out again. What's his favourite chant? Shoes off if you love Barrow. I'll do it if you want. Shoes off if you love Barrow. Shoes off if you love Barrow. Shoes off. Put the shoe on. Bloody hell. Oh. Now, there was another question. I can't remember who asked it. In order. 3 players. And the 3 players were Andy Whittaker, Neil Morton, Lee O'Keefe. I'd go Morton, Whittaker, O'Keefe. Can't remember who asked that one. Nick O'Connell. Favourite player? My favourite player was Peter McDonald. You know, when I was always playing football as a goalkeeper, so I had to go for a goalkeeper. And favourite manager, of course, Ray Wilkie. Katrina at admin. Katrina. Favourite home game, Boston United in the 97-98 season when we won 1-0 to get promoted. You see, I'm staying away from cup matches. That was my decision. I just wanted to do league games. Because everyone would have said FA Trophy 1990, FA Trophy 2010, Bristol Rovers. And the final one from Gary Artle, Burger Van or Pies. I'll say Burger Van, but back in the day when I first started supporting Barrow, you had Jeff and Sheila Hargreaves and someone else with a snack bars and their pies. Oh, the aroma just went all over the ground. How the players could concentrate on football, I don't know. Anyway, well, that's the Q&A. I'll be back with pre-match Barrow versus Morecambe on Monday. Thank you.